Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome, baby. How are you?
I like it. So you guys are playing here tonight. This bell.
Be the spell. That's me.
Yeah,
It's
I love
Bell,
it.
baby.
The bell of Eaton right now.
Well, yeah, the bell of the ball. We're gonna rock it.
I know you are.
That's what we do.
I know what you are. So give us a little background. How long you been playing?
Well, I was an attorney, civil rights lawyer for a lot of years. Worked with disabled people and civil, sexual harassment, race discrimination, that kind. Well, even won a case in the U.S. Supreme Court and helped a lot of people. But then I transitioned from male to female. And when that happened, these Oklahoma and Texas types didn't want to put me in front of juries. And even though I'd won a lot of jury trials, they just decided that it would weird people out. And so I decided, screw that, I'm going to go into something I love, which is music. And so I went to music college at ACM at UCO in Oklahoma, which is sort of like Berkeley College of Music.
Right.
And it's actually run by the Flamin' Lips, that music college.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm friends with some of those guys. In fact, the drummer that's currently playing with the Flaming Lips is playing on our album, Nick Lay.
Okay.
I think he might have even got that job in part because of the work that he did for us.
Yeah. When did all that transition take place? That's a huge step.
You have to live as a woman for even a year before they even consider you. So I started in about 2005, and I had the surgery in about 2008.
Yeah.
And now everything's legal and all that, and physical.
Yeah.
And all that. So it's sort of fun. But it's interesting. I thought, like, as a guy, you have to wear your neckties and all that, and you get home and you want to throw that off because it's like a rope around your neck, hangman's rope or whatever. Well, of course, now you got to carry a purse everywhere. So it's half dozen 160 other girls. It's no better being a guy. Guys, it's no better being a girl.
Yep.
It's just, it's sort of whatever you feel inside.
Does your music reflect?
Well, I reflected, and the name "Be the Spell" is, significant of be yourself. I mean, that's the message of the music, and that's also the message of, the name of the band is to be yourself. Be true to yourself, whoever you are. Be true to your dreams. Go pursue your dreams. I mean, I'm out here pursuing my dreams despite all of the adversity that's been piled upon me.
Yeah.
A lot of which self-inflicted, no doubt. But we've had a hellacious time just even getting here. I mean, I've driven from northern Humboldt, California, which is about 2,500 miles from here.
Yeah.
And we're still going up to New York City, and we got a bunch of shows up there.
You got several records out, children books. Tell us a little bit about the records.
Our first record, We Are the Gods, came out in September 2014, and it's got 10 songs on it. It tells a story of becoming yourself, overcoming that voice in your head that's screaming at you that you're pathetic. And then eventually
you think everybody has that?
I think everybody has that to some degree,
right?
Unless they're... I mean, now some people don't. I don't know. But a lot of people do.
Right.
There's a lot of people, and particularly the kids today. I was listening on NPR. They said that most kids today are depressed, most of the millennials.
Do you think that's just people are able to say that? Has it always been that way? Or do you think it's truly a change of the times we live in?
I think it's in part due to technology because, these kids sit around and they want everybody to like their posts and everybody to like their whatever. And all their business is public now as opposed to private.
Got it.
And so it puts a lot more pressure on them to sort of break through that. I think a little bit more than when I was a little bit younger,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's always been the case that you sort of had to prove yourself, or you sort of, and what it is that you have to love yourself, you have to accept yourself, you have to like yourself and make yourself.
But that's
laugh,
difficult.
It is difficult.
It's difficult when society tells you who you should be, what you should look like, what you should say. I mean, it goes on both spectrums, conservative and liberal. It goes on both spectrums. There's so many constraints today in society.
I guess it's, pick your path.
Got it.
And here's the thing is, like, whatever you're just sort of naturally into, then your intuition is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
That you should,
it never lies,
things.
does it?
Right.
I mean, it never lies.
That's what I found is that your intuition leads you in the right directions, and sometimes you won't understand why it's saying that I need to go back to school to do this, or I need to move over here and just drop everything and do that. You know, it's like this trip to CMJ. You know, I mean, I could have quit when the bass player in Humboldt said, "I'm a meth addict," 30 minutes before we were supposed to leave, and he couldn't come. And I could have quit when, you know, the guitar player, you know, we're sitting there jamming, and he punches me in the face, or I mean, punches me in the chest, and knocks me back down a flight of stairs, and then starts slamming his guitar down on me. You know, but he's just a crazy motherfucker, and we fired him. And so now I do all that stuff, you know. But I could have quit despite all that adversity, but I didn't. You know, something is compelling me to get there and to do the job that needs to be done, because good things are going to happen. And so the whole trip, I've just come with no expectations. You know, it's like, I don't know what's going to happen at TAFFYs tonight, but I bet it's going to be a cool thing, and I bet a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun. And, you know, if you're just open to the experience, you know, it's funny how people respond to that. You know, they really embrace that, and they'll help you out along the way. And like, we've got so much help just to get here. It's like, I didn't have a place to stay in Albuquerque, and boom, that morning, a friend of mine contacted me. She lived in Albuquerque, and she was a former bandmate, and like, so now I have a permanent place to stay in Albuquerque, and like, and weird stuff like that has just happened all along.
It is always what you give out comes back to you. Okay, let's stay with music real quick. What's your website, Beth?
BeThisBell.com.
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 We at the Taffy Nation, we wish you the very best. We love you. Have a great trip. I know you're fulfilling your dream here, and you're following your intuition. We're thankful for your message, and many, many blessings on the way. We'll see you later. Love you, girl. Bye-bye.